Hello, my name's Sarita and I'm speaking to you today from SolHenge, and I'm here to help you understand the truth about who you are. Now, one of the truths about who you are is that you have the capacity to heal your body from any illness that you choose. And what I wanted to share with you today was a misaligned perspective, which I keep coming across with many people who are on their healing road. And so I wanted to talk to you about this sort of misaligned perspective and bring some clarity around the issue so that if you are in the process of healing yourself, you have a real understanding about how your perception and how your actions within that perception are going to assist or desist you in the healing process. And what I wanted to clarify was that you can't heal a disease by trying to fix it. Now, this might seem paradoxical, and it kind of is, but many people are desperately trying to heal their diseases with meditations and attitudes that they must at all costs fix themselves. And what happens when you have this perspective, which feels right? I can understand why people do this. You want to fix yourself, you want to heal the problem. But when you have this perspective that you're trying to fix something to heal it, what you're actually doing is you're subconsciously telling your disease, telling your body that there's a problem. And basically, your manifested reality is a consequence of the vibrational signal, the frequency that you emit. So if you emit the signal that there's a problem and something needs fixing, then what comes back into your manifested reality is more problem and that something needs fixing. So basically, you're perpetuating the disease. And what a lot of people don't seem to understand is the easiest way to heal a disease is to love the disease for exactly what it is. Because imagine, let's imagine that you've got cancer and, you've got these cancer cells that are malfunctioning. So what's happening is your cancer cells are malfunctioning in response to your subconscious belief systems about how you feel about yourself. So let's say your subconscious belief system is that you're not worth loving, and you have that belief system for a long, long time. And so now your cells begin to respond to this belief system by becoming diseased, by taking on cancerous characteristics. They're not working in a coherent way. So if you, every time you think about your cancer cells, are frustrated or upset or angry with your body or determined to fix them, the message that you're giving your cancer cells is that there's something wrong with them. So essentially, you're validating the belief system that they're not worth loving because you're not loving those cancer cells. But if you could hold your cancer cells, during a meditation or in your mind's eye or in any way that you choose, if you could hold your cancer cells and you could love them for exactly what they are in all their perfection, what you would effectively be doing is sending love messages to the mucous membrane of the cancer cell. And the mucous membrane is a receptor. It receives that signal of consciousness, that message that you're loving it and it's perfect exactly as it is. And then the mucous membrane tells the nucleus, which tells the gene code, to change accordingly. So then it tells the gene code to start behaving as if it's an environment of love, as if it's in an environment of love, as if it's in an environment with wonderful conditions. And so literally the way to cure any cell, the way to cure any disease in your body is to hold it in love. And the thing is that if your body is bringing you or expressing itself as a disease, what those cells are doing, what the disease is doing, is it's crying out for attention. It's knocking on your door, desperately calling to you to sit up and recognize that you have not been thinking and feeling in a coherent way, which is to and, you know, enable you to live a happy and healthy life. And so basically, you know, as we're talking about cancer, we'll carry on with that. Your cancerous cells are saying to you, please, you need to change. You need to wake up and see how you have been thinking and behaving and being, and to change accordingly. So basically, your cancer cells are bringing you the most enormous gift. So if you can hold your cancer cells and send them as much love as possible, understanding that their perfection is in the message that they are bringing to you in your manifested physical being, so that you can enact change. It's a real shift in your perspective, and you begin to honor and respect and love the cells that are not coherent. As you send that honor and that love and respect, they begin to shift and change and become healthy cells. And the really paradoxical thing about healing is the moment that you shift your perspective and you love your disease for exactly what it is, and you see that it's a gift and you don't want to change it because you love it so much, is the moment that it changes and you heal. So that's the paradoxical road of self-healing. It's absolutely pointless coming at your disease with an attitude that it's broken and it needs fixing, because all that disease is going to do is respond to that attention and stay broken and stay needing fixing. So I really hope that this conversation has clarified for some of you about how to move through your healing process. And obviously, you know, as someone who's had experienced cancer, I really understand, and, you know, other illnesses and stuff, I really understand how difficult it is to come at diseases or at pain with an attitude of love and acceptance. But it really is in that acceptance that real moment of accepting yourself as a divinely perfect being in all of its facets, in all of the dualistic facets of its expression, that you come into alignment. And healing is always going to be the end product of alignment. So there you go. I hope that's been helpful and interesting for some of you. And if you are on your healing journey, then enjoy your journey, enjoy the blessing of it, and enjoy every step of your journey, understanding that the contrast that you're experiencing is going to bring you even more joy and even more heart-centered awareness as you heal in entirety. Thank you very much for listening.